Ladies and gentlemen, it is finally time for the grand finale of Boogiepop and others. We're on the 18th episode, they did more than 12 episodes. Why didn't they do 24? Okay, why didn't they just adapt more books? 'Cause I don't want this series to end, man. It's been such a good series. I definitely overrate it for sure. I just love it a lot. Um, but yeah, quick recap before just heading right into it. The big thing is we found out Teretsuki's motivations for making the Moon Temple, which is just to warn people who manage to make it to the top because they have potential of becoming a evolved human. To be careful, basically. And it seems like the Tina Distortion's just piggybacking off of this project because Teretsuki didn't mention it. And it seems like Shiro that was following Habra was just the Tina Distortion in disguise, trying to learn why Tetsuki built the Moon Temple. I think, unless Shiro is the Tina Distortion, like the host body, which I was kind of thinking about, but like I don't, it's kind of wild. I don't think it's that. Just that it's like such a good example of explaining not, but like Imaginator is also a concept, so it made sense like it can have a host body to stem from. But anyways, that's the main thing. Sachito's disappeared after Boogiepop gave a really sick speech about turning your feelings into gold. So unlucky. Takeda, the boyfriend, is in the building, so that should spice things up. And Natoki is probably gonna have her climax against Masumi or Fate Masumi. But yeah, without further ado, let's start episode 18. My episode is 23 minutes 42 seconds, and at the end of the episode, we'll talk about it. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. Think we're gonna get an opening? I don't think so. Okay. We're jamming. He's back. Oh, this is King of Distortion. Review of the results. Oh. So they were in cahoots. Maybe. Wait, you forgot Stairway to Heaven? He was a double agent. Oh. Is he the host? Was I right? Maybe. I want to know what Nitoki's gonna say because I still don't know. what what's the lingering feeling summoning Masumi? Did Masumi say that? Oh, I can imagine him saying that about Nagi, and this made sense about Takeda. It's unlucky. Leaves. Is that turning them golden? Or nah? I love how she's just watching. Kind of the Chad walk. Arms up. Shade, maybe? So really it's the Tina Distortion. That's weird. I wonder if he was that all the way back. Mm, right. Recently born. Okay, yeah, he did say that. Oh, interesting. Literally, okay, so he was just chilling as Shiro for a long time. And this is because he had the power to evolve and be a threat to the Toa too, that he could manifest this, I guess. That's what you've been saying. Yeah, it's your catchphrase. Masami. Imaginator. Going through all the villains. Oh. Was that our plan? That? Mass deaths to form something greater with the energy released. Right. Because Imaginator was always stuck on that one feature she wanted. Ooh. So why was she summoned? Just for Zarati? Or just because he could become evil? If he didn't get the scolding. Ooh. Natoti, the arbiter of everything! Always ask Natoti. Oh. Cutting deep. Oh. Saved? If he dies here, he dies in real life? Maybe? Please, don't be dead. Yo, where'd Habara go? And Tachiko, are they still like in a different universe? Different illusion? Choose your favorite music. Let's see what Natoti's jam is. Mice. Oh, is this the? Is this? Yeah, the Boogiepop song. And everyone's waking up. Where's Sachiko? Where's Habra? Who is that? Oh, that's Oh, that's Tetera. Okay, so he didn't actually have to do anything. He was just in the building. And he's just chilling with the mannequins. I thought he was trying to do something. Oh, that's with the bar with the big-eared mom. Hmm. Literally decapitated Zaragi. Beat him so hard he turned into a whole different dinosaur. There's Sachiko. Where is she? She just got yoinked. All these turtlenecks, man. It made me buy a turtleneck. I got a new one. I always liked them, but not really a sweater person, so. But I guess it's almost winter. Got a burgundy turtleneck. Maybe one day. One day for a reaction, even though not really a point wearing it. Should have done it for this episode, man. It's too late. Hey, it's the date. Was he awake? Sachiko Ivar confirmed? Nah, just cheeky. Natoki and Tetsuda. Fateful encounter. The reversal for no reason. But Takeda doesn't get to see Boogiepop. Was he thinking about that? Kinda did. In a way. I did. Down below. What? I guess she laughed him and just became Toka. Goodbye, first love. Joke? Never mind. Rebounded. The handshake. That's how you end things, man. End a relationship with a handshake, or turn the love bridge into a friendship bridge. With this music, man, it's so triumphant. I mean, it was. It was his fault. Does Shiro remember everything? I guess he's still King of Distortion, right? So it's the power in him at least. Very beautiful scene. It looks so pretty right now. Oh, back in Boogie's world. Who dat? Echoes? Oh, Tetera made it. Going to a different dimension just to say hello to a friend? Based? Based Tetera? Ending with the best song? Dude, it's over. Oh man. I only just wish it was longer, man. I wish it felt a bit more complete. I wonder if like I don't know though. Come on, why 18, dude? Why 18 episodes? It's literally my only complaint. But again, I'm gonna read the book, so it's probably next year though. I'm busy with Necroscope right now. God, the music in this though, it's so good. I have to imagine though in the books they go more into the Toa organization, right? It just feels like we're ending on like an incomplete note, which it is because it's not the full story, but still. And I'm guessing there's no plans for season two. It's been what? It's been 3 years, and this didn't even. I wonder. I don't know how well this was received in Japan, but all right. Well, do stuff, but I need to take a washroom break. BRB. All right, I'm back. I'm just looking. Will there ever be a season 2? Apparently, there's enough material, but there's no confirmation. Wait, whoa, Studio Mountain House confirmed Boogiepop season 2 will be renewed this year. Pointless clickbait. Never mind. Thanks, Reddit. It's just I fucking hate those websites that just that they're like different websites, but they all say the same thing. It's like, oh, we don't know the exact date, but they still have the rights. Like what is Madhouse doing? Like, let's be honest, what is Madhouse doing right now? When they could be doing when they could be doing Boogiepop. What even is this? Wait, this is Madhouse? If it has level 999 in the title, I skip. Um, no guns, no life. Sunny boy. Wow. Okay, so not a lot going on. Overlord, one of the most overrated. No, I don't know. I just hate the openings for Overlord. Actually, I dislike Overlord. I'll just say it. I'm not afraid. Um, but no. All memes aside, obviously, if you've been watching, you know that I'm a big fan of this project. I think it's great. Again, if I had to do a complaint, it feels like it's not like as complete, but I guess like sorry, my mind just automatically compares this to KNK. Um, like the plot lines, like they've been connected, but not in a plot way, right? Like all the plot lines, there's connections to each one, but not like there hasn't been a storyline, an overlapping storyline, like leading to like a big encounter, like KNK did with like what's it called? Paradox Spiral. Um, but after the bathroom break, then I calmed down. I'm like, yeah, this was pretty great. It's not the final thing I thought would happen, but I guess I shouldn't have thought there would be a big confrontation because earlier Boogie did say in the previous episode or two that the Tina Distortion might not even be an enemy. Um, I also thought like Takeda would have a bigger role. I really thought like if they were fighting, the Tina Distortion could use him against Boogiepop, and it actually might like cause him to hesitate for once. It would be pretty cool. But instead, we just got like a very nice heart to heart chat with Tina Distortion, which was Shiro. My crackpot theory was right that's the host. Because again, even though the Tina Distortion's a concept or like a concept visualized, I still think you need a host because like Boogiepop's a concept, but he needs a host. Imaginators, what became a concept after her death. Um, so it made sense. Someone was the host. I guess it was just Shiro. Also, I posed the question was because first I said, oh, I guess King of Distortion's just booty popping off Teratsuki's Moon Temple. But then I kind of retracted that when you said, "Oh, this was a collaboration." But now I'm retracting it again because I didn't say it in the reaction, but when they said King of Distortion was born right when Shiro entered the building, which obviously means that they didn't actually collaborate. He's just using collaboration as he built it. I'm using it too, because you're not really giving anything to Teratsuki in return. Also, I think I'm right about my theory too that like because it's kind of weird that Shiro developed this power just because of this great guilt and questioning in his heart. Um, but he developed it because he reached the top of the tower. Because Teratsuki's test to whoever reached the top had the potential of evolution and NPSing, which means Shiro had the potential and he evolved his powers before getting the warning. But I think it's all about potential because I'm sure a lot of people in the world, well, it's hard to say because his issue is like involving like a death of a loved one, which I can't say a lot of people in the world would be have feelings similar, but some people in the world would have similar feelings, and I imagine they wouldn't all create create a being like this. So I do think it's partly because of his potential. What other key parts of the episode? We got Natoki and why Masumi was showing up. Because I forgot Masumi said this, but it made sense with his character. Something like, just because you put in the effort and admit your feelings to someone you love, it doesn't mean they'll return it, no matter like how sincere or how hard you try. I forgot about this, but he obviously Masumi said this in reference to Nagi, who just rejected him because he was too normal. And obviously this applies to Natoki for Tetsuda. So, and we got like the feeling from the first episode of this arc that Natoki is somewhat insecure about herself, and maybe her feelings, her like deep inside, she was maybe blaming herself for Tetsuda not, choosing to join a relationship with her. And that kind of amounts to what Masumi was saying, like, oh, you're putting all this effort in, and like maybe Natoki was thinking, oh, maybe she didn't put enough effort in, maybe her feelings weren't sincere enough, maybe she's just not a good enough person. But take what Masumi was saying. Just because if you do something perfectly, it doesn't necessarily mean it'll work out perfectly. Might be a better way to put it. Like you take the steps perfectly to like build something perfectly, but like maybe like when you turn it on or something, like like you're building a car and it crash. I don't know. I don't know the analogy, but you probably know what I'm saying, right? Hopefully. Anyways, she turns her pain into gold. So that was what, because we learned Shiro said that is what he was searching for people. He awoken people's distortions in their hearts so they could face them and turn them into something better. So I'm just wondering why Sachiko was like TP'd. I thought we were gonna go back to her like in an illusion world and she would like reject or not reject the Tina distortion there, but like move past it. But we just didn't see her. She just got yoinked out of existence. But yeah, go Natoki. And of course, we have the bid talk with Boogiepop. It's kind of hard to go all over, but I did want to touch on her talking about the first two arcs. That's not bringing up Fear Goal because that's like so much farther in the past. Talking about Masumi, how just I'll just read it word for word. Through a caprice of fate, he met a man-eater and realized that he harbored a deep hatred of life itself within him. Because of this, he became a man-eater himself. So this kind of implies that Masumi was the enemy of the world, which is interesting. I guess he was kind of the leader of the relationship. And then he talks about Imaginator, which is, this one's the big one, because we actually kind of learn more about her motivation. Because we questioned it during the Imaginator arc, and they eventually revealed that it wasn't the same as Astai's motivation. The next story is about a girl. She could see people's deaths. This ability was harmless, but it caused her to see death as something absolute. She became obsessed with the idea of drawing out the deaths of many people and putting them together into something greater. The girl believed that this was the key to surpassing humanity, and so she became an enemy of the world. Okay, so I even missed that in the reaction, but But a part of that is that she believes that, and this was probably but why she sees stuff in the future, because Boogiepop says, but it causes her to see death as something absolute, which is true in a sense. But she's basically seeing, oh, people will die in the future, but if you can concentrate this death energy, you can create something greater, something that can surpass humanity, something to evolve it, something maybe deathless, or something like that. Anyways, we kind of have an idea of what she was doing. I imagine they explain it better in the books, but that's cool, at least. And then she says, sadly for them, they had no other path available to them, and thus no future. Which is the big difference between Tina Distortion, who again is doing this experiment to kill the distortion in his heart, I guess. Um, but it's not like he has a singular path that would lead to destruction. Because Masumi being a man eater and Imaginator turning death into something else is something like very world ending or world impacting. While Kingdom Distortions 1 is kind of harmless. I mean, using his power can be used as something dangerous for sure. But his goal right now is pretty harmless, and it's a goal that's unlike the other ones that kind of result in the world ending. His just results in him finding himself. So, and then there's multiple other paths he can go. And if he does choose an evil path, Boogiepop will just kill him then and there. But at this point, it's not like he's down a singular path of destruction, which is what I think they're talking about. But then they have that confrontation in the sky. Um, we get Natoki's input on, you know, the information. Uh, just great dialogue. I love like Natoki's taught to, saying how much Naoto loved him, but Shiro didn't necessarily reciprocate the feelings, or he was just confused. So when she died, and he know that she probably loved him a lot, he was just confused on how he should feel, and maybe that also turned it into guilt because the person that loved him so much, he can't ever reciprocate or answer those feelings till she's dead. Um, Something like that, causing the distortion is interesting, but then obviously implying that because he was feeling such guilt, maybe he did love her in the end. I honestly thought Shiro might have died because they just had this whole talk about if you get hurt here, you suffer injuries in the real world, and then my dude just falls from the sky and hits the ground, but he's living, so it's all good. Then for the rest of the episode, we kind of just finish it. Nitoki puts on the Boogiepop theme, not theme, Boogiepop's classical anthem. Everything's back to normal. Takeda's just chilling in the building. Again, I thought he would have a bigger role, but it's okay. And this Tina Distortion in a beard, mommy, uh, disappears. Um, and then giving some good line, when the mother's worried about him, saying, won't you be lonely if all people, once they turn their pain into gold, just forget about you?" And he's like, well, it doesn't matter what I feel. As a person, you should prioritize yourself first, which I agree with. I'm not saying like, oh, if you have a wife or kids and to have fun, you like to go on like, I don't know, gambling sprees, then obviously that's different. But I think in general, it's just a good rule to prioritize yourself. There's different ways of handling it, of course, but it's just good advice. Everyone's chilling. Sachito's little talk. Cool. Will Sachito date weird face guy? We'll never know. The Natoki Takeda talk was kind of badass, man. I liked how she just approaches Takeda with like a very formal voice. Because, she's faced her love and she's been resolute with it. Even Takeda, who's mainly like pretty cool and collected, was a little awkward about it too. And I think it's really nice of her after, after he runs away to Tatsu Miyashita, like Nitoti closes her eyes and she's probably like internally thinking, okay, it's over. Goodbye, first love. And then he runs back and apologizes awkwardly, and then they just shake hands and the proper final goodbye. I don't know. It was a nice scene, man. Epilogue. Then we got the train ride scene. Not much happens, but it's very beautiful. I think because this anime style in general is a little low detail a lot, which again, I think it's a stylistic choice. I don't think it's bad animation. They're obviously doing it on purpose, but anyways, well, when it's like really detailed, it really stands out. And of course, Takeda just appears in Boogiepop's dimension to say, "What up?" and leaves. Kind of badass. And they end off with the thread as past Tetsuda, which, was Boogiepop's farewell to Tetsuda in episode 1, which is a nice callback. And that's the series, man. That's it, man. No Toa organization resolution. I don't even know if they resolute that in the books because Boogiepop doesn't necessarily think of them as an enemy. Like, it feels a little like incomplete, I would see. Obviously, Boogiepop as a story is just arc with some connectability, of course, but it's not like a big storyline going through them. So it made sense. It's just separate missions, separate plots and stuff. I just want more. I just want more, and yeah. Well, we'll have a review next week on Monday. One thing I really wanted more though was more Toka. Honestly, we didn't see much Toka. From the opening, you'd imagine that like one of the plot points was how Toka deals with this, but just not a lot of Toka. She was there here and there for the first two arcs, but she was she wasn't present in this arc besides watching her sleep. And we got Tiny Toka a bit in the Dawn arc, but yeah, I thought that would have been an interesting thing how Toka handles this, how this affects her relationships and stuff. Um, but yeah, well, we can talk about that in the review. And you're like, Aiden, are you gonna watch Boogiepop and others? Or not others, Boogiepop Phantom, which I believe is Volume 1, which this doesn't cover, or is Manticore Volume 1? I don't know. But it covers Volume 1 and then original story. It sounds very interesting, but I've already made the update video. When I finish off Ghost in the Shell 2045 as the next project, hit up season 2 of Natsume, then maybe move on. I mean, we can circle back to Boogiepop again, but um, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I wanna like just read the book. Honestly, I don't know how good Boogiepop and Others is. If you've watched that, let me know if it's good. Maybe I'll watch it then. It's OG content, but if it's OG content, original content, I should say, um, on the level of Boogiepop arcs, then I'll watch it. And you're like, Aiden, what's your favorite arts? Rank the arts? Yeah, we'll do that in the review, so make sure to check that out. But again, thank you guys for watching. I assume you've watched the whole series. If you made it this far, I deeply appreciate it. It was an awesome series, man. Honestly, we never miss on this channel with anime. Never miss. Some people might argue this is a miss, this wasn't a miss. Some people might argue Ghost in the Shell 2045 is a miss. It's not a miss. The only miss was Cheer Boys, but that was like one of the first animes we've ever watched. Okay, I know how to treat you guys. This is some good shit, man. This is some good anime, and we'll continue on try to watch exclusively good anime. But yeah, that's it for me. Thanks for watching. Again, review next week. Plus, we'll probably just start Ghost in the Shell. Should be fun. But yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time. Peace.